So, what's next for people who still dream that one day they will be able to see Earth from space? For people who hope that one day they might be able to step on the moon or even visit another planet? For many years, some people have believed that the age of mass space tourism is on the horizon. However, the development of this industry has been slower than predicted. And Anu is a realist about the future.
When it comes down to space tourism, the idea of thousands of people taking holidays in space will be as much a fantasy in 50 years' time as it is today. The challenges of human space exploration and staying in space are still extreme.
Companies like Virgin Galactic are already selling trips into space on their own spaceships. Virgin is currently building a spaceport in a New Mexico desert in the U.S. A ticket will cost about $250,000, but the whole trip will take less than 4 hours, and passengers will experience zero gravity for just a few minutes.
If you want to be an astronaut, the official definition is that you must go above 100 kilometers altitude. If you go higher than that, you are one of the 500 people that have ever been astronauts. And what they're developing are spacecraft that will not go fast enough to go around the planet, but will just go up and down. And the people paying hundreds of thousands of dollars or hundreds of thousands of euros will have a fantastic experience. They will feel the thrust of a rocket ride into space. They will get an experience of floating, and they'll see the beautiful curvature of the Earth from space, and they'll see the blackness of space. But they'll only see it for a few minutes before they fall back down to the surface.
For some people, this might be enough. After all, they will be able to say that they are astronauts. But for others, this simply won't be worth the enormous cost and the very real risks.
There is a very good reason why, since 1961, only 500 people out of the billions of people alive have ever been into space. And it's to do with the enormous amounts of energy we need and the enormous limits of science and engineering that we have to try and face. Now, rocket science and rocket engineering, it's safe. But even though 500 people have been into space, 18 have died in the process. Human spaceflight is not 100% safe. It's a risky business. And so whenever human beings want to explore and they want to go further, there is always a risk factor. I think for the foreseeable future, human spaceflight is going to be about going around the Earth, is going to be about doing experiments that we can't do on Earth, and it's going to have some fantastic discoveries that are made. But for me, that is not what space exploration is. While space tourism is an idea that I think would be fantastic and I would love to experience, I don't think we're going to see a time in the next century when we have thousands and thousands of tourists taking holidays in space. I think that's more science fiction than science fact.